Hi there, Dr. Petty here. I have to make this quick, so I'm not going to say a lot of other stuff except I hope you're okay, I hope you're safe, I hope you're healthy, and I want to talk you through the field experience requirements. The first one is the read aloud. Parents are going to be expecting you to not only do read alouds, but to do them well. And it is the mark of a good early childhood teacher to be able to do uh, magical things with books and to bring kids into that. That's how you sell reading. It's how you help students grow their vocabularies. You help them understand how stories are put together. It helps their comprehension, their listening comprehension. It helps them to find enjoyment in what they read. So the first thing I want you to do, and now I'm talking to people who have access to a child. If you're working with Greg, you can stop this right now. All you need to do is turn me in a list of your hours and what you did during those hours. That's it. That's the assignment, and you get credit for both of the things listed in the syllabus. 100 points for one part of it, 60 points for the other. If you are if you're not doing Greg and you have access to a child, you're the person I'm talking to right now. What you're going to do is, if you already know the child, you do not have to do an interest inventory. But if you don't know the child, that's how you start. You start with, what does that child, what's that child interested in? What type of book would be a good read aloud for them? What are they going to be excited about when I show them the book? That's what you want to do. If you already know the child, you already know what the child likes, you do not have to do an interest inventory. But I gave you all the information you would need so you would know where to find them, and you would know that from now on, unless you're reading to a child that you know, you always start with asking them something about what it is they're interested in, what it is they love, what they like to hear about, read about, and know about. So you're gonna start with that. You're going to then pick out a book that's age level appropriate and interest level appropriate for the child. You want to pick out something that you hope they don't already know. You want the fun of bringing it to them for the first time. If it's a book that you tell me that they love and that they've always read, well, they can't make predictions on a book like that. So you need to pick a book that you believe will be new to them. Sometimes you mess up, they already knew it, but you're not going for a book that they already know. You're going for something new. And then what you're going to do is you're going to follow what our text tells us about a good read aloud. You're going to figure out how to introduce the book. Not just holding it up and reading the title, but how to introduce the book. Okay? Our text tells us that. I sent you 2 things to read in PDF form that talk about that. So any or all of those will help you understand that. Then you're going to do the read aloud, and it's going to be high energy, and you're going to do voices, and you're going to show the pictures, and if there's a funny place, you're going to laugh with the child and engage the child as you need to so that you hold their interest. So you might pause what you're reading and say, now isn't that funny, or what do you think he's going to do now? That kind of thing. It's not a test, it's not a quiz, it is an engagement with the book. The next thing that you're going to do is, and you're following your lesson plan for this book. I sent you a blank lesson plan template. I sent you a reflection that template that you use after you do this, so that you can talk about how you think it went, the read aloud session went. I sent you 2 samples, and I never ever do this, but I sent you 2 really pretty good lesson plans so that you can see what it looks like when the form is filled out, okay, the way it should be. So you're going to work your lesson plan. You're going to have targeted some particular standards that you're working on for the child to understand. You're going to figure out how to ask good questions, good comprehension questions afterwards, not just detailed questions, but why do you think this and why do you think that? Not what color was something and how many were something. Those are detailed questions, but higher order thinking questions. And then you should have some sort of activity to do afterward, whether it is they retell the story, or you act it out with puppets, or you have some sort of little art thing to go with it, whatever it might be. Remember, you've got 10 hours that you're making, that you're doing, that you'll get credit for with the state. So this shouldn't be a 10-minute lesson. This should be a nice lesson that might take a couple of different settings with a very young child. If you've got a preschool child, kindergartner, you might want to do it in 2 settings instead of 1. After this, I'm going to start sending you information about the assessments that you need to do. And if you don't have a child and you're not working with Greg, you need to let me know right now so I can give you an alternative assignment. Past Friday of this week, I'm not giving alternative assignments. You're going to be up a creek, okay? So get with me and let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.